Hello friends, this video on motion part 6 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Now let us talk about another important topic, that is average speed and average velocity. Till now we talked only about speed and velocity. Now let us see what is average speed. So now we will try to understand the significance of the term average. So when you have this word before average before speed, how does it make a difference? So let us try to see what is average speed as such. Average speed is a measure of the total distance covered in a given time. So normally how did I define speed? Speed was nothing but the distance covered divided by time. Now when I say average speed, I am saying it is the total distance covered divided by time taken. Do you see much difference in the definition? There is not any significant difference as such in the definition, but you will understand the difference once I take an example. Now we will take two examples, one example of uniform motion, another example of non-uniform motion, because when I consider the example of non-uniform motion, that is where you will understand the difference between average speed and speed at its best. So let us first take the simpler one, that is the example of uniform motion. Let us suppose this is a car which is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time, and therefore it is in uniform motion. So now let us suppose that this car covers 2 kilometers, or let us suppose it covers 20 kilometers in 1 hour. It started from this point A, it reached some point B. And the distance between A and B is 20 kilometers, and he covered this distance in 1 hour. So what would be the speed of this car? So the average speed of this car during its journey would be the total distance covered divided by the total time taken, that is 20 kilometers per hour. So this is the average speed of this car. Now, if I say what is the speed of the speed of the car is the same as the average speed of the car in this case, because the car is traveling, it is covering equal distances in equal interval of time. That means in every 1 hour, it is covering some 20 kilometers. Correct? So, because since it is moving in uniform motion, therefore we can say that the speed is nothing but it is the same as the average speed. But now let us suppose that. Now, in this case, if you plot a graph for uniform motion, it is somewhat like this. Now, let us look at the example for a non-uniform motion. What happens in non-uniform motion? The speed of the vehicle varies. Like initially here, the speed of the vehicle was less. Then the speed of the vehicle increased little bit, and then the speed of the vehicle increased a lot. So that means the speed of the vehicle is changing from one point to another. Right? So if the vehicle started moving from point A and it moved to some point B, right? Now in this entire journey, what is the average speed of the vehicle? So the average speed, because whenever we talk of average speed, we talk of the average speed for an entire journey. Now that in that journey, maybe the speed was different during different points of time. So in this case also you can see that when I say the average speed for the entire journey, how would I calculate that? The total distance covered divided by the total time taken. Now let us suppose that the distance between this point A and this point B is 20 kilometers, right? And the time it took to reach from point A to point B is 1 hour. So what will be the total distance? That is 20 kilometers divided by 1 hour. So this is 20 kilometers per hour. So this is my average speed for the entire journey, right? But now at different instants of time, this vehicle had different velocities. For example, when the vehicle was at this position, that time it was crowded by two other vehicles. So it had a lesser speed. Maybe the speed of the vehicle at this point of time was 5 kilometers per hour. Then again, when it moved a little bit, maybe its speed increased a bit and it became 7 kilometers per hour. Then again, when the vehicle came somewhere around here and it saw that there was a smooth road in front, maybe its speed increased to some higher value, say 25 kilometers per hour. right? So what I'm trying to say is that during the entire journey, sometimes the speed of the vehicle was more, sometimes it was less, right? It was not uniform every time. Initially, it was covering lesser distance for the same interval of time, but later it was covering more distances for the same interval of time. That means the speed for the vehicle at every instant of time was different. But when I talk of average speed, I am talking about the average speed for the entire journey. So when I say that the average speed of the vehicle is 20 kilometers per hour, that means that I don't know what was the speed of the vehicle at every instant of time. Maybe that was different. But if the vehicle would have traveled uniformly, that means if it would have covered equal distances in equal intervals of time, in that case, it would have covered 20 kilometers in every 1 hour. Right? So now you understand the significance of average speed. Average speed tells us the speed or the average speed for the entire journey. Maybe the vehicle had different speeds at different instants of time, but then average speed for the whole journey is given by the total distance covered divided by the total time taken. Sometimes people do these kind of mistakes, that let us suppose, I will tell you with this example. Let us suppose that there is a car here. Suppose you have a car here. The car starts from point A, it goes to point B, and then it goes to point C. Now, when the car goes from point A to point B, the average speed of the car in going from A to B was 5 km per hour. Again, it goes from B to C, and the average speed in going from B to C was 6 km per hour. Now, what is the average speed for the entire journey from A to C? Sometimes people think that, okay, average speed for reaching from A to B was 5 km per hour. Average speed for reaching from B to C was 6 km per hour. So, average speed for reaching from A to C will be 5 plus 6, that is 11 km per hour. But that is not the case. So, that is a common mistake which people make, and please do not make the same mistake. Whenever you want to calculate the average speed, you should always calculate the total distance, then divide it by the total time taken for the entire journey. So in this case also, average speed will be the total distance AC divided by the total time taken to reach from A to C. Right? So this is the correct way of calculating the average speed. So now let us quickly talk about average and instantaneous speed. So now you understood, right, why we need two different terminologies for speed. One is average speed, one is instantaneous speed. Because in case of non-uniform motion, your speed keeps changing with every instant of time, right? So the average speed is the measure of the total distance covered in a given time, and instantaneous speed is the measure of distance covered at every instant of time. That means, in this case, as I mentioned, the speeds which it is having at every instant of time. At every instant of time, maybe it is having some different values of speed. So each of those values of speed at each instant of time is known as instantaneous speed, and average speed is the total distance divided by total time. So average, maybe there are several different values of speeds at each instant of time, but for the overall journey, you will have one value of average speed. Correct? So I hope I'm able to explain you what is average speed. Now on similar lines, we have something called as average velocity. The way we defined average speed, similarly we define average velocity as also. But the only difference is that in case of speed, we are talking about the distance covered. In case of velocity, we will talk about the displacement. So we will also talk about the direction in case of velocity. So when I talk of velocity, let us take this example again. Let us suppose we have this car, and this car travels some 10 kilometers in the east direction in 2 hours. So it travels 10 kilometers east in 2 hours. Now, irrespective of whether the velocity increases or decreases in between the journey, in between these 2 points A and B, whether the velocity increases or decreases in between, what would be the average velocity for the entire journey? It would be the total displacement divided by the time taken. So what is the total displacement? It is 10 kilometer. What is the total time? It is 2 hours. So this is 5 kilometer per hour in the east direction. So this is my velocity. So velocity will have direction associated to it, and velocity is related to the total displacement. Now let us look at this example where the car moves from point A to B and then again comes back from B to A. So it goes and then again it comes back to A. So in this case, what happens? What is the total displacement in this case? In this case, total displacement is equal to 0 because my starting point and ending point is the same. Therefore, in this case, the average velocity for the journey comes out to be 0. Right? So there is nothing much to explain in detail about average velocity again, because it is similar to average speed. So now you understood why we have this average and instantaneous thing separately for speeds and velocities, because the speed and velocity, they keep changing in case of non-uniform motion, and most of the motion which we see around us are all non-uniform motion. For example, when you go out in your car, does it happen that your car moves smooth all the time? Every time you cover equal distance in equal intervals of time? That doesn't happen. You have bumpers on the road. Sometimes you get other vehicles. Sometimes you are badly stuck in traffic. Sometimes you are on a smooth highway. So depending upon situations, your velocity or your speed will keep changing. And that is where you have non-uniform motion, and that is where you actually need two different terms. One is average speed and another is instantaneous speed. So on similar lines, let us quickly talk about average and instantaneous velocity. Average velocity means for the total journey, the total displacement covered by time. And instantaneous velocity is the measure of the displacement covered at every instant of time. Correct? That's what I explained before also. For example, in the case of this car also, maybe at this instant of time the velocity is 10 km per hour. Maybe at this instant of time it is 15 km per hour. Maybe at this instant it is 5 km per hour. So the instantaneous velocities are changing at every instance of time, but average velocity is the total displacement from starting point to ending point divided by the time taken. So the average velocity for the whole journey is, let us suppose if I say in this case that the average velocity in this case is 15 kilometers per hour. So I mean to say that if the car would have traveled without any hurdles in between, if it would have been a smooth ride for the car, then it would have been in uniform motion, and in that case it would have moved with a velocity of 15 km per hour. So that velocity is known as average velocity. Right? So with this, I would conclude my discussion on speed and velocity with this small general example. So in this example again, we see that we have the same small boy standing near his home, and he wants to go to the church. So in this case, let us suppose the distance between the home and the church is 10 kilometers, and the time which the boy takes to reach from this home to church is 1 hour. So in this case, what would be the average speed and average velocity? So in this case, since the boy is going from the initial position to the final position via the shortest path, right, he will just straight away go like this without going any right, left or any curve turns, right? So in this case, my distance and displacement both are same, that is 10 kilometers. So what would be my average speed for the entire journey? Average speed would be total distance traveled divided by total time taken, that is 10 km per hour. What would be my average velocity? Average velocity will again be the total displacement, that is 10 km divided by 1 hour, which is 10 km per hour east, because maybe if we assume that this is my east direction, so it is going in the east direction, right? Now, what would be the instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity? Instantaneous speed is like, if this is, he took 1 hour to reach here, maybe at when time is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, he was here. At t is equal to say 10 minutes. He was at this point. So at this point, maybe he would have had some velocity v1. Again, when time was say 20 minutes, he would have some velocity v2. So these instantaneous values are nothing but instantaneous speeds and instantaneous velocities respectively, right? Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.